Now, mass arrests in Turkey. More than 150 people, including more than 30 serving soldiers, have been detained as part of a crackdown on people with alleged links to a failed coup in 2016. They're believed to have ties to Fethullah Gulen, a US-based imam that President Erdogan accuses of inciting efforts to oust him. Tens of thousands were arrested or lost their jobs in the aftermath of the coup. Well, for more on that, we're joined by Laura Wells, a reporter who was formerly in Istanbul. She joins us now from Kentucky in the United States. So, Laura, here we are several years after that failed coup. Why is this crackdown happening now?
It will continue. If you look back historically, President Erdogan and the Imam Fethullah Gulen were the best of political allies until 2013, when the Gulenists, who are adherents to this Imam Gulen, it's the same religion as most Turks, a form of Sunnism, but they really revere this Imam. Most in Turkey would qualify it as a cult. They had been very powerful in education, the judiciary, the military, as well as in the police force. And so that corruption probe in which they were tapping many senior government officials' phones, it led to the four ministers trying to step down, and a lot of embarrassment for AK Party. Since then, President Erdogan and his advisors have been trying to purge the government, and that accelerated after the failed coup attempt in 2016. The government and President Erdogan have squarely laid the blame on Fethullah Gulen for trying to oust him, for being traitors, and having the U.S. support him. Fethullah Gulen was a powerful imam that was not cared for by many of the more secular administrations in Turkey historically, starting in the 1970s. He went for medical reasons in the 1990s, and then he asked to be able to stay in the United States after an arrest warrant was issued for him in Turkey before the AK Party came to power nearly 20 years ago. So it's a long saga. And that rivalry continues. Fethullah Gulen is still very powerful outside of Turkey, perhaps within Turkey, but especially outside of Turkey. At its apex, it had over 1,000 schools in over 100 countries.
And he's consistently denied, hasn't he, having anything to do with that coup attempt in 2016. Is there any proof at all linking him to that?
There is. Now, the AK Party did not allow any of the information about the investigation they conducted about the coup attempt to be released to the public. But through my own investigation, also speaking with other people who cover Turkey very closely, also speaking with both former and current Gulenists, yes, I do believe that he had some influence. At least his followers absolutely had influence and were involved in the coup attempt. Whether he gave direct orders or not, I don't know. But at the time, he was speaking very critically of President Erdogan and the AK Party for being rotten to its core and corrupt and doing the wrong thing. One thing about Fethullah Gulen, publicly within the United States and internationally, he talks a lot about interfaith dialogue. But if you look at his earlier sermons, which have since been taken offline, some of them do talk about true Sharia law, where, for instance, a female adulterer needs to be stoned to death. So President Erdogan and Fethullah Gulen are both two people who want to use religion to control Turkey and to exert influence internationally.
And just briefly, Laura, because there's a lot of uncertainty in the Turkish economy right now. The currency's lost 20% of its value against the dollar in a year. Some analysts say that Erdogan's handling of the economy is to blame. Could this be some kind of distraction from that?
Absolutely. It could be. And most Turks would be in favor of making sure that Gulenists are not in control, although over 2,500 people have been given life sentences or aggravated life sentences, mainly for being Gulenist after the coup attempt. So it is a terrorist charge. It is a very, very serious charge. But yes, Erdogan has a very unorthodox fiscal and monetary policy, and what he is doing has been a tragedy for the strength of the lira and has led to much higher inflation, even though he disagrees that that is the case.
Laura Wells, thank you very much. Great to talk to you.